I think we've gone drunk.
No, I would like to hear what the solution
right?
is, actually.
Mainly because this is an opinion that you have.
Yeah.
That one of the potential scourges of leadership as we know it is electoral, what do you call it, dishonesty, or electoral, fundamental flaws of our electoral structure.
Yeah.
So that is your personal opinion. And to an extent, I think we agree with it. But then...
Well, let's hear what Bo says. Bo says he has an
answer.
Let's hear what Bo has to say. Bo.
What I feel is, what you were saying before, it's like by changing leadership and making it more robust and stuff like that, the electoral reform and making it more robust.
Yeah.
I agree with that, but I still think that you need to be able to envisage a system in your head, or maybe even an idea or concept where that will be able to be applied to Nigeria. And right now, I don't really think that changing that or going along that avenue is the right step. I really do believe in the power of the people. I really do believe in trying to unify by letting it breed within yourself that you need to make a change. You need to make things progressive. You need to feel as if this is mine and not let things be torn apart by... We read the headlines every day, and like there's a situation where people are killing themselves in Kano, and like or Jos, or not Kano, Jos, Maiduguri. But then, like what you told me the other day, your first thought is, do I know anybody in Jos? It should be, do I know anybody in Jos? This is Nigeria. This is part of where we belong. This is our homeland and stuff like that. So if you can't get people, everyday people like us, young people, youthful, because as I said, if we're thinking about the future, it's not, nobody else is going to change apart from us.
All right, but you know my argument.
With that, I now need people to unify.
You know one thing I have, one problem I have with that.
Sorry, before I finish, it's just that you're not going to tell me how is it that you're going to get people to unite. This is why before you were opposed to the idea that we should talk about the positives and negatives, cultural differences, stuff like that. You're opposed to that. But what I'm trying to put across is that if you can't unify a workforce, you're never going to be able to. You'll never ever not be as productive. You're not going to be able to break down along the way, and in our situation, just give up.
Can I have a minute just to make a comment about what you just said? Just a minute, yeah? Now, the truth is, I think I have a problem with people assuming that somehow Nigerian people don't know what they want, or don't want to vote the right people into power. The truth of the matter is, yesterday I followed. No, I'm saying, but that's sort of the notion. That's what it suggests. By saying that as in empowering people into knowing what they want. The truth of the matter is that yesterday I watched Anambra State.
Knowing what they want.
No, as in knowing, as in saying that this is our vote, as in getting people to go out.
I didn't say anything about.
Because you said the power belongs to the people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now my argument is, yesterday I watched the Anambra State election. People were beaten up, and they still came out to vote regardless. Let me finish. People had voters registers. People who had registered to vote 3 years ago. There was a list of 5,000 people. Only 2 people in the queue found their names. The other names were manufactured. These people made sure that the electoral commissioners there put their names on the voters register. Some of them were humiliated by the police. Some of them were beaten for their votes. They still stayed there. So suggesting that somehow Nigerians are not... People want to vote the right people into power. People want to do things the right way, but the system will not allow them to do it.
I think you were saying something good. I was going to give you like opportunity for a joiner. What I'm now saying about this whole electoral thing is that you know that at the end of the day, what is it called when an electoral system fails? Options. When they report in the paper, what they call it? Electoral malpractice. Right? What does electoral malpractice mean? It means that in practice, the elections do not work. In practice, who practices the elections? It's not the people who are in charge of the system, right? It's not ultimately the leaders who have to handle the electoral process who are malpracticing it, right? Now let's look at Britain. For years, ever since I studied government and politics in A-levels, which is back, I'm talking about 11 in 2005, they've been talking about how the British system is inadequate, right? You are going to talk about how the American system is inadequate, right? There are very few models Anywhere you go, that will not tell you that it's inadequate. I know that Nigerian system itself is inherently, it has some inherent flaws, but I'm saying that it's not really about the system, because even if you bring the best system in the world, it will still do what? Malpractice.
Exactly.
That's just the point. That's where I just wanted to close the whole electoral reform thing.
I think maybe
I'm not trying to take it to a personal level.
Okay.
Let's hear what she has to say.
Oh no, firstly, just to clarify, when I said I didn't really agree with the whole positives and negatives of cultural, I guess, setups in Nigeria, because I didn't really see the value add. So we'd be given a list of, these are the pros and the cons, but what does it add to our discussion, or what does it add to the country as a whole? If we're trying to sort of put together our thoughts, or if we're trying to educate people out there, I wasn't really sure how that would add value to this particular discussion. Now, I do agree with you, there has to be unison, and to an extent, which I agree with you that it's the system. At the same time, I think it's the people. Godfatherism in Nigeria has been long-standing, and the truth is, I wouldn't say that people who want to do the right thing, i.e. people who want to go the right way about politics and all, would stay away from the system. I'm a bit tempted to use someone we both know, but I know that he's a good man, and I know that he has good intentions. He just happens to be a politician. Now, he apparently, according to people, I don't know if this is correct or not, he was kind of put into the Nigerian governmental system as a governor by his godfather, who's now passed away.